Well, I'd like to do a catch-up sesh. Not the best catch-up sesh. Not the best type of catch-up sesh I like to do where I'm fucking a bit down in the dumps, but anyway, this is what it is. I've tried to avoid whinging on the channel too much because who fucking needs that? We've all got our own problems. But I've had a really shit few weeks, and it's been pretty fucking hard to just want to keep going with the comedy and everything. This shit happens, I presume. It hasn't been hard going with the comedy, it's just been hard to try and get in that mindset. It's hard to be funny when you're depressed. And I'll use the big D word there because it has. It's been a very small swing of depressions hit me hard, and it hits everyone. But I'm trying to get back to basics. I'm just trying to reset my body a bit. I've done this 1,000 times. I've done this dance where you just get really down the dumps and you got to try and pull yourself back out. Luckily, I've got some more healthier habits these days that will help me with that, like stand up, a bit of exercise, motorbike, stuff like that. So I'm going to focus on doing that, getting my body right, getting my mind right. I need to sit down and write too. That's something I haven't done. I just don't write as much as I should. I leave it all for when I'm stoned or when I'm feeling deeply funny, and I should just be writing all the fucking time. At least an hour a day, as soon as I get up. So there's the plan. I'm going to follow Uncle Joey Diaz's advice and just keep things simple, get up and get moving. So I've come off a night shift this morning. I've just done 4 fucking big ones in a row, 12-hour shifts, and was meant to do a spot tonight, but we've had COVID on our team, so that was that. I saw a really weird looking bug. Yeah, but we had to cancel a spot at the Salty Dog, which really sucked because it's about the 3rd time I've had to cancel there, and I'm starting to feel pretty fucking unprofessional and shit. But lucky they're really understanding, and it has just been extraordinarily bad luck. Sometimes that just happens. Luckily, Lauren at the Salty is understandable, and she's going to ask me back. I've told her to just wait till October because I've got an operation coming up next month. So there might not be a lot of comedy next month. There may not be a lot at this month at this stage, but we've just picked up a spot with Cole. I'll have to check his name. Wisnowski. I'll have a look, and I'll make sure of that. I literally just saw an open call for some opening comics for his solo show, so that should be exciting to do something like that. It's at Penguin Brewing Co. I asked him if I could have one of the 10-minute spots, and he said yeah, 7 to 10, so that'll be cool. Someone new to meet, which will be nice, and I think he's been kicking around for quite a while. I think he's part of the Queensland scene too. He must know a Chris Walters, veteran, who does comedy up that way too, and down here. I've met him. He's a lovely, lovely guy, entrepreneur. That was a whole mouthful. Very committed, very on the ball guy, very positive. Yeah, Chris Walters, go find him on Facebook. Lovely bloke, just very lovely, and been through a lot of shit, but he's come out the other side, and he's a fucking stand-up champ. I don't know how many hundreds of rooms he's hit, what number he's up to, but it's fucking madness. Something you can only aspire to. I love his fucking output on that sort of stuff. It's just go hard. Just go do it. And that's what I want to get. That's where I want to get to. But real life comes in. You got kids, you got bills, you got fucking stress. You can't turn that shit off, unfortunately. And as a guy, you don't sometimes get a lot of help with it. You're expected to be. It's, everyone likes to talk about men's mental health and stuff like that and say that it's getting better and, we're encouraged to speak and stuff. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just can't. Like, you just get so wrapped up, so caught up in your own responsibility that you feel like a failure. You don't want to talk to anyone about it. It's just horrible. You get caught in that trap and you start doubting yourself, you start talking negatively to yourself, your inner monologue becomes just mean. And you don't want that to happen. You want to try and keep that monologue happy with yourself. You want to just wake up. This is the thing, I know what I need to do, but it's trying to put it into action is fucking hard at times. That's the thing. People can talk and yap all they want, but they need to show some action. And I need to do that for myself. So I guess this is a little promise to me. I want to be proud of this channel and build it up. It'd be good. And I want to be honest, things aren't fine and fucking dandy all the time. Things aren't funny. I know this is a comedian channel, but things don't go smoothly, I'm normal. Absolutely normal. Well, not normal, that's highly debatable, but I'm as regular as anyone comes, and I'm just trying to have fun and find a new way to live. And I hope you can all join me on the journey. It won't be smooth. It will not be smooth. It'll be a bit like, it's for your better. It's for my overall health. It's a bit like going to the doctor this week. Gastro department rings back and they go, you need to go and be examined by your doctor. And I'm like, fuck's sake. Like, examined. So I need a finger in the bum. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Yeah. Okay, well, the problem is, right, I thought I was really clever when I was an admin working for a uni, a medical, well, not a medical uni, it was a medical school via a uni, but I thought I was really clever because my local hospital where I worked, I got to meet some really, really good doctors, and I thought at the time, I found this GP, he's the head of emergency medicine, very smart guy, and I thought, I'm set, this guy's good, he's a great doctor, very thorough, won't let me down. He's also a 7 foot tall black man, with the DNA of a fucking African king's, hands like dinner plates and fucking fingers like Kranskis. So that's going to be fun. Why couldn't I get the Asian doctor? And it's not like I can go to the reception and say, can I please not have the black one? So anyway, that was a bit of a bit that I was going to do on stage tonight because, yeah, that was the other thing. I was struggling to put together comedy and I ended up just with this pseudo, half set, half rant about how shit things were, which is what I guess you need to do. You need to try and turn that pain and stress into laughter, but... yeah, so that was my shit week that I was going to talk about. Yeah, just the unending wish for a little lady-fingered doctor. But, yeah, so comedy-wise, we're a bit thin. What are we, August? I highly doubt we're going to pick anything up between now and the end of the month, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a bummer. We're still going to Hobart, though. We're just going a day or two late. So we're going to go and check out the Matt Stewart. I'm going to get this wrong because I haven't looked. I've bought the tickets, but I haven't looked closely enough. I think there's a live pod recording with Matt Stewart and maybe someone else, and then a bit later in the night, he's like an hour later, they're having a bit of a break, and then he's doing his solo show. So, that'll be worth it. That'll be nice. See friends. I'll get to relax at least. Yeah. So the big focus for now is just to try and stop feeling so bad. Try and do little things, day-to-day things that'll get my mentality in the right direction again. Bit of discipline, you need routine. I've got none at the moment. I've got fucking zero. I'm just living my life day to day. Work's been nuts. Family's been nuts. Comedy's been, all over the place because of that. So I don't want that to happen. I want to get organised. I really want to get organised and start writing every day, cut out all the shit. The easiest one I've ever done is just go back to water and black coffee. And I've never been a big sugar drinker, but I think all that stuff, the reason I've avoided that is literally the only thing that's kept me alive, because I'm a fat cunt. And I do like a savoury. I've just never been a sugar man. So I stay away from all that shit. But I'm going back to black coffee, water, be like a monk. Start the day. I'm going to get up, get on the recumbent bike and just fuck around on there for an hour in the dark, no phones. Well, not the dark, semi-light. No phones, nothing. And then stop picking this fucking thing up too. This is going to be an actual set thing. I want to just get routine so I'm not scrambling, I'm not scrolling. Big no scrolling rule. Fuck scrolling, man. It's so addictive. It's just like a fucking zombie. Yuck. So I'm going to give myself an hour each day to basically scroll throughout the day and find what I want to watch that night. No social media, just socials for the channel, like Instagram and this, but no flicking. Fucking done. If I'm not working, if I'm not trying to spend time with my family, if I'm not doing comedy, I need to be writing. So I'm going to be doing that. I think that's about it, guys. Should I hit a blinker before I go? I don't think so. That's too rough. I'm not here to punish myself anymore. I love yous and leave yous all. Remember to chase that feeling. Remember that we don't always feel okay. And that's okay. My biggest thing is trying to lower my expectations of what people think of me. And that, because no one gives a fuck at the end of the day. Like, people get so hung up on what people care about and what they think of them. You've got to physically, if you ever get caught in that anxiety loop, you've got to stop and think, how much of their day are they actually taking to think about me? I'm so worried about this guy thinking, I look stupid, I'm blah, 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 I'm dumb, whatever. They are not spending as much time worrying about you as you are worrying about them. You need to stop, okay? Just stop fucking doing it. That's what it comes down to. Some people might be like, you can just say that. Yeah, you can, because that's what it is. You need to interrupt your thinking. So you need to go out, do something visceral if you're feeling like that. Just stop fucking worrying what the rest of the world thinks. That's the biggest thing. I've had some, new friends come and go that have just been, I've seen a lot of promise in them, and then they're just sheep. Like, they just want to fucking fit in. But they talk big, but they don't want to do that. It's not about fitting in. Like, it's just, you just got to be true to yourself. Go find what you want to do. That sounds really gay, but anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm going to just start doing day-to-day stuff to try and snap myself out of this anxiety that I'm experiencing. Try and get a bit organised with the writing and just stop thinking what other people think. Stop trying to chase tails like people. That's the worst thing. Everyone compares themselves to others. Like, I look at other comics that are, doing this, doing that. I will admit there's a little bit of like jealousy there when they book a good show or they get lots of, good response from something. But then I think to myself, well, I've only just started. Like, started this shit 12 months ago. Some of these people have been doing it for fucking years. They were theatre kids. They grew up doing it, whatever. Like, some of them. So I need to not let that bother me and just, I'm just trying to be happy for people. Trying not to just read into the bullshit. I don't want the comedy to turn into normal life, because that's what you struggle with in normal life. Petty, vicious fuckers. Comedy's full of that too. Gatekeeping, pettiness, viciousness, fucking people are insecure, people are jealous, people are smirk at you, people look down at you, it happens. It's just like real life. But like real life, I've got to keep reminding myself, just don't let it bother you. Just keep being me. Anyone that has shut me down along the way, that hasn't really taken the time to get to know me, and they've misunderstood me, or they've gone off what other people say, oh, he's a big fucking meathead, I don't know, let's just chat for a few minutes, is all I can say. Because, yeah, it's not always as it appears. We're all complex and individual people, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to bed actually, because I'm 4 nights of night shifts and I'm fucking absolutely shattered. I am. So we'll be off to Hobart probably tomorrow morning, I reckon. That'll be nice. I might try and get a bit of footage just from that. Bit of funsies. And then, yeah, next week well, not next week, straight away, we're just going to start putting into practice some things that will help. You just get those little dopamine hits, that little bit of exercise, that little motorbike ride, that little, bit of stage time, that conversation with a friend, conversation with a family, bit of sunlight, staring at a fire for a couple of minutes. All those things are just day-to-day fucking reminders of, you can do that to remind yourself that it's not all bad. That slight, for just that little second, there'll be that little bit of feeling okay in your head. It's there somewhere. Just got to find it. So go find it. Chase that feeling. I love yous.